Hi, I'm Anas Rahman Junaid, founder and chief researcher, Hurun India. It gives me immense pleasure to launch the 13th edition of Hurun India Rich List, which is the most comprehensive ranking of wealth creators in India. The objective of Hurun India Rich List is to highlight the contribution of transparent wealth creators towards nation building. When we started the Rich List in 2012, that time we had about 100 entrants. We sort of had a intuition that India is going to take off and wealth creation is going to happen from across all the corners and India is going to fire from all cylinders. Fast forward 13 years later, I'm very happy to say that India's wealth creation engine is roaring. In fact, we won a gold medal in wealth creation compared to the rest of the comparable economies. Just to give you some perspective, in a country like China, where we always try to peg India with, the number of billionaires have actually dropped down by about 25%. But in India, the number of billionaires have gone up by more than 29%, totaling to a record 334 billionaires as we speak. In fact, the size of the rich list has gone up to more than 1,500 for the first time ever. Where is all this wealth coming from? That's exactly what Hurun Rich List is trying to track. In fact, what we try and do is to tell the story of Indian economy through the eyes of these entrepreneurs. When we started the list about 12, 13 years back, software and services was one of the top wealth creators in the country. Fast forward now, the top 3 wealth creating sectors in the country are from manufacturing. In fact, this year, it's interesting to note that the top sector which added the most number of entrants was from real estate sector, which added about 42 new entrants. Even if you look at from a historical standpoint, we did an analysis of the top 20 sectors in the country and analyze how much wealth has been created by the entrepreneurs featured in the Hurun India Rich List over the last 25 years. What we noticed was quite interesting. All 20 of them registered growth from a CAGR perspective last 5 years. Even in there, out of the top 20, almost 70 to 80% sectors which registered growth in terms of wealth from their entrepreneurs' perspective is from manufacturing again. In fact, all of them had new entrants in the last 1 year. That's great. Now the next question is the wealth coming from just top cities? Answer is no again. What we found is the wealth has been created from across the country. So we did an analysis of the top city or place of residences for these entrepreneurs who were featured in the Hurun India Rich List. The number of cities or towns or villages or places where these entrepreneurs come from, that's about 97. Mind you, when we started the list in 2012, that number was just 10. So wealth is happening across sectors. Large wealth is being created, which is shown by way of the number of billionaires. The size of the list has crossed 1,500 for the first time. The number of cities has gone up as well. That is the story of India now. India is witnessing one of the biggest wealth creation era in its history. That brings me to the point on what are the future engines of wealth creation in India. Of course, the family businesses continue to be the top wealth creating entities from India, but there are others too. Some of the other interesting point, which clearly speaks about how much wealth creation has progressed in the country. So in order to enter the top 10 in the Hurun India Rich List, 10 years ago, an individual had to have wealth of about 44,000 crores. 5 years ago, it was 72,000 crores. Now to enter top 10, the individual needs to have at least 1,62,000 crores. That number has gone up by almost 4 times. Let's look at top 50. 10 years ago, it was 12,000 crores. Now it's almost another 4 times or around 44,000 crores. To get to top 100, 10 years ago, it was 7,000 crores and now it's 28,000 crores. Numbers gone up drastically. Also, I would like to share some of the other interesting statistics. In 2017, when we put out the India Rich List, the number of US dollar billionaires was about 136 and now it's 334. Some of the other interesting statistics. In 2012, the first ever Hurun India Rich List, we had about 59 US dollar billionaires. Now it's 334. The number has gone up by almost 6 times. When you look at the number of individuals with rupees 5,000 crores in 2012, which was 61, that's gone up by almost 10 times, 534. So overall, if you look at it, the total wealth creation in the country, the trajectory has been nothing short of acceleration. The second time, Mr. Gautam Adani ranks number 1 in the Hurun India Rich List. His story to many entrepreneurs who interacted with is like the story of Rising Phoenix. He was hit by Hindenburg allegations last year, which had an impact on the overall value of the companies. But this year, when we compiled this year's Rich List, almost every company in Mr. Gautam Adani's portfolio has registered a significant increase in value, which resulted in almost 100% increase in wealth of Mr. Gautam Adani. He's closely followed by Mukesh Ambani of Reliance. Then Mr. Shiv Nadar of HCL takes the third spot. The youngest billionaire in the list is the founders of Razorpay, Harshil Mathur and Shashank. The youngest in the rich list is the founder of Zepto, Kaivalya Vora. The list also has many facts around the top self-made women wealth creators, the top richest professionals, the industries, who are the top wealth gainers over the 5 years and 10 years, the star signs, a lot of other interesting facts in the list. I would urge you to have a look at the list and let us know your feedback. If you want to access the full list of 1,539 wealth creators in India, get inspired. Just to sum up, Hurun India Rich List is all about trying and speaking about the stories of transparent wealth creators in the country. Wealth creation is a fantastic thing, but transparent wealth creation deserves a lot of respect. We found 1,539 individuals, but my thumb rule is for every one person I found, I would have missed another 3. So the total size of the list should be 5,000. The list has, the press release has lots and lots of useful information. I would urge you to have a look at it and let me know your feedback.